A dream isn't some sparkly diamond. There's no shortcuts. Sometimes it's rough.
They're talking about kicking out all the dreamers. It's time to make some noise.
We had to assert our dignity in small ways.
Hey, Cinemark, I'm Dave Rispoli. I'm here chatting with the cast of In the Heights. Jimmy, first question is for you. Huge Broadway hit years and years ago, but what is it like to be a part of this and to bring it to a brand new audience?
You know, we've spent time this past year in lockdown, and now that we're kind of coming, and we've had time to think about things, social issues as well as health-oriented issues. And I think it's our contribution to a little bit of joy as we come out of all of this, and themes that are universal that everybody really can relate to.
What was it like to film with the incredible backdrop of Manhattan and Washington Heights?
Washington Heights is so similar to my own neighborhood that I grew up in. I grew up in Ridgewood in Queens, and between Castle Hill and the Bronx. And just kind of, there's so many different aspects that are similar between the three. And it just kind of felt like I was filming at home. I've said it multiple times before. It never felt like work. It just kind of felt like you were showing up to have fun.
And when you're part of something like this, that's like backdrop is neighborhoods that you grow up in, that you're raised by. It's something that you have no other choice but to feel proud. I'm still proud, and I'm excited for what's to come, and for, you know, people to be able to see the neighborhood that they grew up in on screen, but also get the sense of like, we can dream, and it all starts there.
There's no other place that this film could have been shot, because it's the real deal. It's the genuine, it's the community of Washington Heights. You know, with the George Washington Bridge behind us, and the community, they were so proud to have their community on film, and a lot of them were part of the movie. And sometimes I didn't know who was walking down the street and who was in the movie, you know, and I'd say, oh my God, there's Usnavi walking down. Oh, there's Abuela Claudia, you know. And so I think it's a postcard to Washington Heights in New York, but it's a metaphor of any community, because it's about family, it's about helping each other, it's about realizing the American dream, it's about community. And so you know, it doesn't matter if you're from New York or where you're from, if you're Irish, if you're German, if you're from Idaho. I think you're going to relate to the themes that are universal in this movie.
Little details that tell the world we are not invisible.
This is the moment when you do better than me, because you can see a future that I can't.
You're no stranger to filming musicals and dances. What was it like to film in a tight space like a bodega?
Well, fun fact, the bodega, the exterior is real. A real building. The inside is a set because the bodega actually is too small. They're tiny. But everything else was a real place. The salon was a set, but everyone else, all those apartments are really tiny. There's a number of Champagne where our two actors are singing together. That's all live vocals for three minutes number, and that was really tight because you have the steady cam in there. You have your actors. You can't have camera shadow on their faces. You can't see the lights. So everything had to be natural. In a way, I think it made us better. It made us really like lean into the neighborhood, and we never had to. It never felt like we were trying to control, as filmmakers, control the look. It was just sort of what was happening.
Why should people make sure they experience In the Heights on the big screen?
Because it's an overwhelmingly positive experience in the body. To hear, you know, the story, the music, the dance. I think just the overwhelm of what cinema can do, what film making at its very best can do to your senses.
I think this is the best gift that we can give to the audience. It's joyful, it's music and dance, people are going to feel good after this movie, and we need this movie right now.
100% agree. Folks, you're going to feel great after seeing In the Heights, so don't miss your chance and get your tickets at Cinemark.com.
Here, Washington Heights.